Hey guys, Be Nasty here with the summer of 1918 turn, playing as the Russians and a host of others. I'm going to start with the Ottomans' turn. The Ottomans have one tech roll, and they are going to roll for artillery. Yes, let's do artillery. That is a 6, so that is a hit for the Ottomans. The Ottomans have $11. They're going to spend all 11 on 2 early Camel Corps, 2 early Colonials, and 1 early infantry for 11. For combat moves, they will have 2 of them, I think. Yeah, 2 of them. First of all, they're going to attack Central Persia, which is a neutral, which I believe will force them to align to Britain. So that'll be one of the attacks, and then the other attack will be these guys with this camel and this camel. And I am going to send this fighter who can go 1, 2, 3, and then if this attack works, he will land in Egypt as well. So that'll be the combat moves for the Ottomans. So let's do Central Persia first. Okay. So it's mountain territory. So I'm going to have 4 at 1. Oopsies. And Central Persia has 1 militia who will be defending at a 2. So 4 at 1 for the attacker, 1 at 2 for the defender. And round 1, nothing. I've got a hit there. So Central Persia will fall to the Ottomans. It's not worth money or anything. It's not a money province. I think I get a free Diplo though. The Ottomans get a free Diplo. And they're going to roll for Portugal at a 1 or 2. So this is for Portugal for their free Diplo. Miss. They get another free Diplo next turn because of taking Central Persia. Okay, cool. And then we'll do this combat here next in Egypt. So we've got a river crossing into a desert territory. So I do have 1 artillery. And then I'm going to have 2 camels. And then 2, 3 infantry. And actually, I'm going to have a fighter, which I'm going to make blue. Okay, so switch these around here. So red, this is first strike artillery. Does desert give a penalty to artillery, all land units? Okay, so yes. Okay, so artillery will be at a 2 for strike at a 2. Nope. And then sorry, I'm going to boost. So This is river crossing turn. So this black one is actually at a 1, and the brown is actually at a 2. So the purple and the black are at 1. Brown's at 2, and the fighter, which is blue, is at 3. And that's a whole lot of misses. Okay. For the defenders, you've got 2 at 3, and then 3 at 2. So nothing for you. Okay, so now we're across the river. So now my black die is at a 2, and my boosted brown die cavalry is at a 3. So brown, blue, and red are all at 3. This guy's at a 2, and then the purples are at a 1. 1 hit. Probably be a colonial. Nothing back. One. Just one. 1 hit to probably be a colonial. And you got 1 back. Okay, so I'm playing another game of Empires 15. And one of the things that was discussed this last round in our game was that the combat rules say to use 36 rules. 36 rules have no limit on rounds per combat. The rules for this game specifically say winter is reduced. So I'm going to maybe take a snapshot of this, but I think maybe we've been playing it wrong up to this point. We should probably do it at a time when it's fair for everybody, but I don't think combat is limited to 3 rounds in summer and spring turns for the core rules. And actually just maybe show you where we had that conversation. Yeah. So it has the fall winter, has the very specific like land combat's 1 round, naval combat is 2 rounds, and then when you go to combat, it says see GW 1936 version 4.2.1, and in version 4.2.1 of 36 there would be no limits on combat for rounds of combat. Anyway, something we could discuss or think about another way. But everything else will fall back to Palestine. Oops, sorry, and I lied. I had a 3rd combat move. That guy's just gonna take French Somaliland. Okay. For non-coms, I'm gonna river an infantry to Iraq. I'm going to move an infantry and an artillery with that transport. So 1 less, 1 less. So I'll have 2 artillery, and I just added another infantry here, so it'll be a total of 3. Okay. He's just gonna march, and he's just gonna march straight down to Palestine. He's just gonna march. Yeah, I think that's gonna be about it. Yeah, so then I'll just place my units. So I going to put a camel in Syria, a camel in Hijaz, colonial in Palestine. I'm going to build a colonial in southern Iraq, and the infantry I will build in Constantinople. Okay, so that's it for the Ottomans. They collected 11, or sorry, they had 11, they'll collect 11, and that's it for their turn. So then next up would be the Ruskies, and they have 5 technology rolls to make. I'm going to do the artillery roll first, because depending if this hits or not will have an impact on the rest of my turn. It did hit, so that's 1 attack roll. So now I'm going to go, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, let's see here. Dang, okay, so armor. I hit early armor, I miss infantry. Fighters advances to stage 2, and industrialization, economic, this is big. Economic collapse hits. So I do get a free early armor for Russia. Do get one of those, and then where are they? Okay, the economic collapse. So the major power controlling one or both of these nations must immediately align the minor power and replace all units with their own. Austria-Hungary and Ottoman are no longer used, and all restrictions for those nations are lifted. When fully aligned, the nation is reduced to a minor power with a reference sheet, no longer diplomacy, technology, or a major factory. Russia gets to absorb their technology. I think the Ottomans have a stage, or no, they wouldn't anymore. And Russia gets to absorb their national objectives. And that's that. So this will take a few moments, but all of these oops, there's 2 of those. Oh wait, I should do the ships too. So transport and dreadnought, 2 TBDs. Two pre-dreads and a submarine. Like a regular submarine. What the heck happened over there? What the heck? Oh boy. Weird. Okay, and a Russian submarine. Okie. So that's, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bucks. So Austria comes off the map. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's that. I'm going to make these a little bit smaller for the Ottomans. Oops. Oopsies. Okay, and Kidoki. Let's go with the pre-dread TBD transport, and oops, I can delete that. Okay. Oops. Replace that and that. Okay. Colonials. Where else do they have colonials? Okay, okay. Maybe let's go hit up some militia. So I need 2 there. 1 there. 1 there, 1 there. Oops. 1 there. Kidoki. Let's do just regular infantry now. So we're gonna have 1 there and there. And then some artillery. I think that about does it. I'm going to change out that coastal artillery too, just because of my OCD. Everything must be just so. Okay, so we'll get a coastal artillery. And what do I use that for Russian camels? I guess that color. So there's 1, 2. Okay. Okay, and then the money side of things. So 11 bucks comes off. So 45. It's fun. Okay, now what the heck am I gonna do with the Russian turn? I kind of took me out of my element here. Technology. I can just get rid of that and get rid of that. The Ottomans hadn't done anything that, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so because that I did not hit the infantry, I can stick with this plan. So I'm going to build a handful of colonials. I'm going to build 2 artillery. And then I think I'm just going to actually, there's another thing in the other game that I guess I learned a little bit too late was buying these guys, whoopsies, well you can, for $3 a piece. It's just good business. So I'll do that. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 6, 10, 14, plus, yeah, 26, so I've got $4 left. Yeah, you know what, why not? It's good because it's fun. I'm going to build an armored car for the other 4. Okay, so that'll be the Russian build. Okay, for combat moves, I feel really badly about this, but I mean, not so badly that I'm not going to do it. Oh no, where did I put it? Yeah, I don't feel so badly about it that I won't do it. I'm going to just these 3 ships are just going to go and kill these 2 transports. This guy's going to come here and do some convoy raiding. Russian destroyer. Am I supposed to have a destroyer? I don't think technology, but I don't think I placed the unit. Also, the games are starting to run together. I don't remember getting that technology. Anyway, whatever. I'll just delete it. I don't know where it's supposed to go. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And he's going to go 1, 2. Those guys are going to do some convoy raiding. I think these guys are going to go. Yeah, let's hang out there, I think. Yeah, I guess I'll just do the convoy raids real quickly. I'll be yellow, Germany's black, +1 for the coastal sub. So I think that'll max that line out. Does Germany have Q ships? For sure it does. So it'll be that's a 10. Okay, so $2 off of Germany's Baltic line. Down here. Oh, this line's dead, hey, because it's France and Britain and they're at war with each other. So there's nothing there. I'll just put both these guys here then. Same thing. I'm yellow, defender. Okay, that'll max out that line. Oh, do Q ships hit on it too? No, they do not. So $2 off of the British. Okay, then I'm just going to carry on with some other non-combat moves. These guys are just going to move down here. These two are going to move there. Oh, that's where that thing went. I'm going to move these 4 infantry and 5 artillery there. Let's use a chip here. So I've got 2 fighters here and a stack of 6 here. I'm going to have it so that I have 4. And I'll go 1, 2, 3. I'll put 4 in Grodno. So there's 1 group of 4. And there's the second group of 4. I'm going to rail these 3 infantry, 3 of these 5 infantry to Galicia, so add another 3 there. Oops. And take 3 away. Yeah, I'm going to take this stack of Cav. Go Serbia, West Hungary, 1, 2. And I'll take these two and this guy. Actually, I'm going to move these two back here. Like this. There you go. Looks something like that. Yeah, and these, actually I'm going to leave those two here, and I'm going to leave one here. Move the rest of those artillery there. Move this artillery, just march him out to Grodno. March and march over to here. March those guys there. Yeah, and I'm going to just march actually all of these guys here. Yeah, I think that's it for Russia. I thought I'd do the Italian turn, but I'm like really running out of steam, so I don't think that I actually will finish the Italian turn. I'll have to save that for tomorrow. But I'm going to go with an armored car in Warsaw. Build a tank in Kiev. And I don't think I can build here because I just got it this turn. So build it in Romania. And then the other one I'll build in Petrograd. Colonials, I'm going to go here, here, and here. Okay, and I'm going to toss a Marine and toss a Marine. And then for my 2 mountain, put 1 in North Persia. I'll put 1 in Primorsky Krai. And I'm actually going to just shuffle 1 guy that way. Kidoki. I think that's the Russian turn. So they will collect 45. 45. And there you go. Sorry, it's a bit of a long turn. I'll pump out Italy tomorrow. Okay. Good night, fellas.